Good afternoon, Kahnawake. Council Chief Lindsay Leborgne from the Mohawk Council of Kahnawake. Obviously, I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year since it's the first time I'm having a chance to address everybody on Chiefs Chat. And I'd like to touch a few subjects here if you don't mind. First thing I'd like to talk about is the task force, because we've been getting a lot of Facebook chatter about the task force. A lot of it, unfortunately, not a lot of it, but there's been quite a few negative things said. I just wanted everybody to know that I support the task force. As far as I know, everybody else in council does as well. They've been doing a great job. We've had no deaths. We've kept cases to a minimum. And I think we should be very happy that we have a group of people that have done that good a job up to now. We've done well. From what we're told, vaccinations will be rolled out, hopefully, the end of February or March sometime. Don't hold me to that. There's other things that go on that are beyond our control about that, but there's a bit of, we could see the end coming. So everybody just hang tight for a couple more months and continue to follow their directives, and I think we'll be fine. The other thing I'd like to talk about is the hydro dismantlement project. One of the things that I'm in charge of on council is infrastructure in the community, and the dismantlement happens to be one of them. We've hired, well, not us, but Hydro has hired several companies from town, so the vast majority of work is being done by people from town. You have a tree cutting service. Kyle Dybo, I think is his last name. Boy, I hope I get that right. His tree cutting service will be trimming whatever trees are necessary to the dismantlement project. And after those trees are cut and after the project is done, which should be in the springtime, new trees will be planted to replace trees that have been lost. And so there will be, minimal damage to the environment. We have another company that's doing the actual dismantlement. It's the same company that's doing the Wreck Bay project, Rice Mohawk Landscaping. As of last week, the last time that I got an update, they had taken down 54 towers in the community, which was way ahead of schedule. Originally, they were only scheduled for 2 towers per week, but they've been doing 6. They hired a piece of equipment, and that's why I was saying that it's majority of people from town. This piece of equipment also comes with an operator, so we had to get somebody from out of town to run the machine. Very expensive machine. It actually cuts the steel with like a big pair of blades on the front of the machine and drops the towers, and then they could be chopped up and moved out. They're also removing a few inches of soil because of the zinc coating that had been on the towers. So the soil's being dug up, taken out of the community. It's not being put in the community. Fresh soil is being brought in. And the bases also of the towers are being taken out as much as they can to avoid any more environmental degradation. A lot of these towers, unfortunately, where they are now, has turned into wetlands over the years, 60 plus years. So we have to be careful about how much disturbing of the soil that goes on. And because we had a mild winter so far, the soil hasn't been completely frozen yet. So that's an ongoing project. Again, it should be finished by the springtime. The 2 big towers that'll be left on the other side of the seaway, also known as the North Wall, are going to be taken down by an outside company. That's one of the only things that we're doing with an outside company, only because we didn't have any people that were willing to bid on that. Those towers are over 200 feet tall. It'll be a little bit complicated. Not that our people can't do it, but to have to rent a huge crane, very expensive. And for whatever reasons, our guys didn't want to take that part of the contract. So that's where we are so far with that. We're almost done with the smaller towers, and we'll have the two towers, the two large towers left. And that's pretty much all I wanted to mention about that. And now we'll go for listening to me.